into your clothes. Don't look down at your tits!
That's
don't!
the first place
Don't!
you looked, and the first place I looked, I was like,
Yeah, you know what? Get out of my vicinity.
Hello. Wah, 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 wah. It feels good to be on my own microphone and sitting down. Jet's had a lovely stand-in setup. Unfortunately, I'm very out of shape, and I'm used to speaking with like my headphones on and sitting down. So like I like really know how to project my voice. And she was like, "Oh, you're so quiet." I'm just like, I know. I had a lovely holiday. I'm feeling refreshed. I did business talk and business stuff, as well as saw lovely friends. I saw Vivi, I saw Jets. Jets did a great job as a host, and there's a lot of really lovely art. I'll talk about all the stuff that happened, but essentially, going from the top, I did not get molested by airport security this time. I was safe. I know, huge news. Huge. Unlike last time. Last time I went through the airport, they groped me because of my underwire bra, setting off the metal detector, and then they stole my AirPods. I'm not kidding. It seems as though the trick to everything is to make sure, take out your power bank. I did not get stopped once. They want that to be separate because I noticed it got flagged on the actual airport monitor. It was like red. The guy looks over, he sees a power bank, he then just no reaction. It seems like a power bank is what causes a lot of like the inspections. Even if it's just like a simple power bank, take it out or else they'll freak out and drag a thing up, because every time I haven't taken it out, the bag gets inspected. Another one is don't wear a bra, because as it turns out, yes, for some reason it does set off the metal detector. My belt doesn't, so what the f? My bra seems to always do. I don't know why. And then you end up getting like a full body pat down. It's not fun, but this time I didn't get pat down. That was a huge win. I stay over at Vivi's place. Vivi was a very lovely host, and she got me a lovely companion to sleep with. She gave me a choice, and I chose the Milky Pillow. It was very cute. And let me tell you, as I would later find out a couple days later, that is the best sleep I've had in my... Yeah, turns out I slept for like 9.5 hours each day. I go to bed like 10 or 11, wake up at 8 or 9. Beautiful. Running a darkie is the solution? I think living in a place that isn't shit is the solution. Because this morning, I got woken up by the f***ing birds at 7 a.m. because my landlord keeps feeding them even though they're not supposed to. And it means the birds are louder here than in a f***ing park. And they're right outside my f***ing window. So a common theme is on the first day and every day after, I had a nap around, it was like 1 to 4 p.m. because this is after a lovely Blueprint sponsorship that I did the previous night. I had an early flight, so I had to get up for that. Didn't get molested, and then I went straight to the lovely Adelaide, and then I had a nap because I was completely wiped, and I felt way better after. Yes, after the nap, we did a bunch of walking. I went walking with Vivi because Vivi was like, I haven't actually been to one of the supermarkets there, so I was like, you know what, I need to get some stuff because naturally you can't take razors on the plane, you can't take deodorant on the plane, you can't take a bunch of stuff on the plane really. I need breakfast items. Because my breakfast is a very important part of the day. I used to be when I was younger, especially. I never had breakfast. However, it's now the most important meal. So I need to have a high protein yogurt as well as some kind of like bready thing. So usually I choose like a croissant, like a nice baked thing. And then I have some Yakult. So I was like to Vivi, all right, let's go and have a walk. I was wearing a crop top and jeans. Yeah, jeans, very scandalous. As it turns out, Adelaide must not get a lot of crop tops. While walking to the supermarket, I was like, wow, this place is so quiet. This is lovely. It's so quiet that we're able to hear as a guy drives past and wolf whistles out. I just turned to Vivi like, did I just get catcalled? Like, really? Like, the first day? So that was fun. It's always like, okay, do I feel offended or do I feel like positive? Because it's kind of catcall like as a drive-by, so I didn't have to deal with like knowing what they look like or having to like interact with them. Literally day one, the first few hours of landing, pretty much Adelaide hot for Mako. Thank you, Vivi. Was it Yoza? Also, on top of the naps, also have my regular 4 p.m. coffee, which both Jets and Vivi were horrified by. I basically survive on a diet of amphetamines and caffeine. And naps. I had to practice the smiling on account of the tism. Paid actress has gracefully donated a bunch of photos of trying to stare at the camera and figure out how to smile. It's very difficult. Because it was the okay, paid actress jump scare. My apologies. That's one of the photos. Yeah, white woman jump scare. Sorry, that's paid actress. Vivi showed this art that was drawn by a hero. I'm not sure if that's pronounced correctly. Look at this. This is so cute because we had the off-collab with Jets and Vivi. Ah, so cute. Look at that. And then there's also one of me falling asleep. There's Jets powering on her head, Vivi holding the leash, and me just asleep under an umbrella. Very cute. But yeah, the cocktail. Vivi was like, I haven't actually had many cocktails before. And I said, don't worry. If it's bad, I'll drink the rest of it. And I ordered one that was like cocoa and Milo. And I thought, that sounds lovely. That sounds very drinkable. It's a nice chocolatey one. I got it and it was like 99% fucking tequila. I take one sip and turn to Vivi and go, I'm so sorry. It was the strongest fucking cocktail I've ever had. What else? I promise I'm not doing a slut job everywhere I go. My knees just hurt. This was because I kept having to bend down and crack my knees because, as it turns out, seasonal arthritis is the likely diagnosis. It means that leaving my legs in the same position for more than like half an hour usually results in my knee locking up. What's a slut drop? Okay, here's Marine. Oh, I can't find it. Okay, but essentially, it's where you bend down the knees and then open them back up as you stand up again, because that's how I need to undo my pain. I can search. I think I myself did it. Yeah, okay, there is this one. This is essentially what I was doing. Oh. I'm gonna be perfectly candid. No. Nice. That's not very slutty. Look, it's meant to be a faster, smooth motion. It's meant to be a smooth motion and look sexy. I understand it doesn't really hear. That's because of the arthritis. And I really can't find that Marine clip. There should be one where... Wait. Hang on. I think it was during the treasure chest performance. Hang on. I think I might be able to find it. Found it! Okay, chat. This is what it's meant to look like. This is a dance move. So this is not intended to be sexual. This is for the production of a dance move. How it's meant to look. However, for me, it's just arthritic. That's it. That's what a quote-unquote slut drop is meant to be. And then again, please refer to figure. This is what it looks like for me. Oh, there you go. The slut pop, essentially. Okay, aside from the bonitis, back to the lovely trip. Yeah, so it was really, really fun going around, walking around Adelaide, looking at all the buildings and stuff. Jets would tell me lots of funny history facts about it that she looked up because the facility is a certain way away. And then Jets as well, as I collected the foam dart from the PAX trip. Just did this to the little bar coaster. While Jets has been here, you can see that she rips apart the little paper. It was very cute. And then she took us to an incredible, wonderful restaurant. It was full of twinks. And let me tell you, best f***ing fried eggplant I've ever... I did not know fried eggplant could be this good. Holy f***ing shit. It was slightly vinegary tasting. So I think they dipped it in vinegar and fried it. It was so f***ing incredible. Their crunch was amazing. Their taste was insane. Tell me a twink fried this eggplant? It was so good. And Jets and I noticed like two guys behind us staring straight ahead. I can't tell, are they on a date? And I went, observe, and I know for Joshi vision you can argue this is unethical. However, I noticed that they both had their legs crossed. So I put my like hands together and I did like one finger over the other towards it, and I was just like got my head because I don't want to like point directly at him. And she was like, oh, Fujo vision activate. Yeah. And then they kept doing like the hand flick thing. Like you keep the arm still, but then you flick from the wrist with the hand. I'm just like, okay, yeah. Very cute date. And all of the guys that were servers were very obviously twinks. If you're like, Barako, how do you know that? But you tell me that Asian guy walking with hip sway and like a singlet in a restaurant. Come on. And before you're like, oh, Rocco, no, I want it to be that way. They made the best f***ing eggplant I've ever seen. We did the Offcollab on Jets' channel. So if you want to watch the VOD for that, please kindly take a look over onto twitch.tv/Jean Faymas. She has the lovely VOD. It was a nice short and sweet stream because we didn't want to like overdo it because I was sleepy. The room was hot. There's no air conditioning. There's no window in that stream room. It's a very cute stream room. But that shit needs ventilation. Jets is gonna die. Don't worry, I will convince the tomboy to get adequate ventilation. She has a fan, but it's metal and rickety because I think she got it from a vintage store. I need to tell that silly fucking cat to get better airflow. Jets is overheating from the sandwiching. Oh, right, I did, like, Vivi and I did kind of sandwich it to get closer to the mic. I felt kind of bad because the boobs did kind of just like...
Imagine Jets and Marky's watch clothes. Thank you for support. Thank you. Oh, Mako. Oh, I don't know if I'd fit into your clothes. Don't look down at your tits!
That's
don't!
the first place
Don't!
you looked, and the first place I looked, I was like,
You know what? Get out of my vicinity.
I love them. I'm trying to convince her to take her ankle. Instead, she re-injured it 3 times a week and the fans lost cause. Right, the ankle. Jets tripped over the fucking multiple things in the street as we were walking. And she's like, I re-sprained my ankle. I'm just staring like, do you need medical attention? And she goes, no, I'm good. And she kept on fucking walking. Yeah, she kept on walking. She just kept on walking. Meanwhile, I'm like, sounding like fucking everywhere I go. Ow. I have to have frequent naps. She's too good of a host. She's too good of a host. She also made me coffee as well. I was really happy with that. She did a great job. Because it was my 4 p.m. time for coffee as we were waiting for like, okay, let's get some dinner. We had like Mexican food. Before that, waiting for the time to come and everyone to arrive. I said, do you have coffee? She's like, yeah, I have instant. I also have my pour over stuff. But do you want it? I was like, yes. I would love it if you made pour over coffee. Thank you. And then she busted it out. I got some nice photos of it, which I can't show on stream. Because of course paid actors would be involved. But look at this. This is such a good photo, right? It's so nice. She did such a good job. It was very good coffee. Yeah, every day I woke up and checked Twitter. Because naturally when you're on holiday, like you don't have time to actually check stuff. So I would drop a shit post, excrete one, if you will, and then go about my day. I nearly started a fucking live in the toilet at Vivi's bathroom. Because I kept trying to find the notifications, like, what the f are all these buttons? It's like, start your live now, or starting, and I was freaking the f out because I thought it was gonna just film my fucking poop. How? I don't know. But yeah, every day I had to take off my bra was pain, which led to a surprisingly hit tweet. Did not expect this. 10,000 likes. Taking off my bra after walking all day like dropping the anime trainer weights. 10,000? 10,000. 10,000. By the way, I've had so many people send me DMs like completely wrong about the bra size. Like, oh my god, you're a 40G, you're a 37, you're a 38H. I'm just like, I'm a 12F/G. What? It's right there in the picture. How the f are people getting it so wrong? They're like, oh my god. Like, I had one person call me like a fat bitch, and I was like, what? Just was a bit bullied by the hack physics. That's true.
wait. I got it.
Ooh. Mako, you don't do enough eyebrow raises. Hello.
I like wiggling.
This is the best part about Offcollabs, is you get to,
Well, Jets is the model artist of my own as well.
It is true. Mako, you are not sassy enough with this. Like,
It's like a comma, Vivi.
Vivi's so bouncy.
Meanwhile, I'm doing this, and where's my jiggle physics?
No!
They're
shut
gone!
Up! Shut
They're
up!
gone! Oh, I got shoulder movement!
There's nothing better, jiggle, Vivi.
It's okay. It's okay. She has a where it matters. In the cat is. So playing a game where like we have to there's a bunch of really silly cards and you like activate a trap card, which is you have to trick someone to saying something else.
Yep.
Like very silly actions.
Yep.
And so mine was like you have to make someone laugh or say what?
Yeah.
And so my first thing was, oh my god guys, they just hit the Twin Towers. Vivi loved the 9/11 jokes. Which was like, here comes the airplane, and you have to like sail the card into their hand.
And it
So I was
just
like, oh my
kept
god,
going.
a second plane!
It just kept going.
We renamed the group chat for the weekend Mako's 9/11.
No! No! It was, so, yeah,
And someone was like, I forgot the rules. And
then I said, never forget! I said never forget. It was so bad. It was awful.
It was a game called Muffin Time. The game is called Muffin Time. Very fun. Our eyes kind of like glazed over when the rules were explained to us because there was a video and everyone was confused. But after a couple rounds, we're like, oh my, wait, that's actually really fun. It's a bit low random, but it's actually pretty fun. I also am apparently very slippery. And so every time I did a thumb wrestle with someone, they're like, what the how are you this, like, moist? My hands would just be too slippery for them to be able to defend. And I would win the thumb wrestle other times. Yes, a very fun time. A very fun time. Oh, there was also this very funny aunt. Two hags looked at one very special tumbler. This is the park experience. Right! There was, as we entered the park, there was this old lady that comes through. She's like, you need to call the police or the park security for us. And we're like, oh, is everything okay? Like, there's some youths. The youths are trucking fire and setting fire to the park. I was thinking, like, why don't they call? Why don't we have to? The youths. So we went, sure, we will. So we grabbed the pamphlet. We're like, okay, is that the number? I'm like, Jets, you get it. In hindsight, Jets probably shouldn't have done the dialing because she is dyslexic. And I noticed on the way there, but it was too, I felt bad to say something. Because she was having to keep holding up the pamphlet like back and forth to her eyes, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm sorry. We get to the gazebo, and there's some kids smoking some fucking weed, and they are blazed out of their mind, and we're just like, okay, there's no fire. There's no fire. They're just smoking. They're just like vaping or smoking. And we walked on. We did not call the police, and we did not call security. We just checked to make sure, like, if there was actually, if they were like throwing like fireworks down, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. But if they're just like vaping or smoking and inside a little gazebo with adequate ventilation, and they're not throwing butts in the ground, that's fine. Like, let kids be kids. So on the last day, Vivi and I walked around the city a bunch because we wanted, like, okay, let's try catching the train, because Vivi hadn't caught the train very much and I hadn't caught the train that trip. And we went to a Dimmicks. Well, aside from the smut and the Hunger Games that she was looking for, there was a finance section, which, let me tell you, hilarious. A fucking hilarious section because it's full of for dummies books. The finance section is full of for dummies, and this was AI investing for dummies. It was so good. So, okay, I've got a couple photos of it, but let me explain this. For dummies, AI investing. Its sources were screenshots of ChatGPT and Google's AI summary. It was so good. It's like, what should I invest in for AI? I was like, IBM. You should invest in Apple, Microsoft, and IBM. It's like, yeah, what advice is this? This is just the S&P 500 top 10. What the are you talking about? Let me see if I can find it. For dummies, AI investing. Because get this, the price, the fucking price, $49.95. It was about using ChatGPT to invest. It was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, here it is. AI investing for dummies. Embrace AI. Unlock the future of investing. Discover AI can help make informed investing decisions. Seize opportunities for financial success. He's also the best-selling author of Stock Investing for Dummies. What do the reviews say? Not worth it. Oh no. Oh no. Like, you were paying for screenshots of, could you explain what this is? This is the stupidest. If you buy this, I guess it is for dummies. I always thought like for dummies was a tongue-in-cheek thing, but this book has to be for someone that has trouble understanding how to breathe. It's just screenshots of ChatGPT. But yeah, lots of love to Vivi and Jets. I had a really fun time. Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun going through and talking about the trip. Yeah, I got catcalled on the first day, wearing having midriff out is apparently too hot for Adelaide. Otherwise, a very fun trip overall. Glad to be back. A little had to rush because my plane got delayed on the way back yesterday. Otherwise, a really good time. I'm glad to be back. Glad I got to see Vivi. Glad I got to see Jets. And glad I got to see other friends.